Welcome to Deep River Farm, folks. Well, we're in the middle of finishing up these rabbit hutches. These are rabbit hutches built for Rex rabbits. These hutches, they got four hutches on each level. Four on top, four on the bottom. The doors open opposite. That way, when you're cleaning out and stuff, you're not running into the doors and things. You can put your stuff here and clean out and all that kind of stuff. You know, I got all your doors on one side and everything. You open up opposite of each other on each level. These are about 12 feet long, and like I said, these will hold 16 rabbits. Now, if you've got one buck and two does rabbits, you can generate 600 pounds of rabbit meat a year with just 3 rabbits. So if you're looking for an alternative, just in case they decide to start putting this Mike Romeo November Alpha liquid into the chickens or the pigs or the beef. This is an alternative that you can do because they're probably not going to come after the rabbits. But these pharmaceutical companies are going to do everything they can to force you into taking the Mike Romeo November Alpha in your body, whether you voluntarily do it through a poke, or if not, they're going to see that you get it. These elitists that want to control the population, one way or another, you're either going to consume it or you're going to accept it. So if you want to get ahead of the game like we're doing with raising our own food, our own meat, and so forth, maybe you want to consider rabbits because they're easy to raise, they're cheap to raise, and the meat is very good for you. And it's very lean. It's kind of like deer meat. It's one of the best meats you can have, and it's something that you can raise and in a relatively small space. So you may want to consider that. Over here, we're in the middle of constructing some more raised beds. These are going to be cedar lined, and I've cut 10 of these cedar fence pickets in, and I'm lining the inside of the beds. That way they won't rot or anything. And this is about a 7 foot by 3 foot bed, and we've got some more out here that we're going to be doing the same thing to. And these actually set off of the ground a little bit. We got your small legs here, and they'll be really good to use as well. Now, the reason we're building them like this is some people just got small areas, got a small deck or things like that, and this is perfect to put 2 tomato plants in. And or you could plant 10 or 12 stalks of okra. You could easily plant some green beans in this and make yourself a trellis and have a good large amount of green beans coming in off of these. And same way with the bigger one here. And we're just trying to get ahead of the game. Stuff costs so much now in the stores, and plus it's not good for you. You've got all this stuff they spray on the outside of them to hold the moisture in, seals them so they can make them last longer in the store to sell them. That coating they spray on it was designed by Bravo India Lima. You got his first name, and then it's Golf Alpha Tango Echo Sierra. He's the one that's behind that stuff, and that'll tell you all you need to know. So if you want to stay ahead of the game and quit eating this garbage that's in the stores and raise your own meat that you don't have to worry about the Mike Romeo November Alpha stuff being in it, then consider doing this. The food, folks, is what's causing all the, it's not everything, but it's a big majority of what's causing all the cancer. That and the water, using the fluoride that makes your bones brittle over a long period of time of drinking city and county water. And then you've got the chloramine that they've changed over from chlorine, that's way more stronger and doesn't evaporate. And it causes the stuff that has attached on the inside of the city county water system pipes to break loose. And it's mainly the copper and the lead that may be harbored inside these old water pipes in these old towns and cities. The chloramine causes that stuff to break loose, and then that stuff that's been there for years and years all of a sudden enters the water supply and is in the drinking water and goes in and for consumption. So folks, you may want to get yourself set up where you can treat your own water, get all this chlorine and junk out of it. You know, it's a shame you got to do that, but then again, they're not looking out for your best interest. They're after the dollar, and whatever cost it may be, they're willing to let people suffer and suffer the consequences of not having adequate food that's good for you. That's why these people that are so rich, they can afford to go get this organic food that's grown, or even they may be even have enough money to have somebody to raise all their own stuff. Where other people are not that fortunate, they have to rely on what they can obtain from their local grocery stores and things like that. Well, folks, I appreciate you joining me today as you see what we're doing, and hope the rest of you will consider at least growing a garden. We're going to have some garden videos and things like that, and some more videos on our chickens and our quail, as well as Western North Carolina, as we're continuing to help support those that have lost everything they've got up in the mountains of Western North Carolina, Eastern Tennessee, Northwestern South Carolina. I appreciate you joining me today on Deep River Farm. I hope everyone has a blessed day.